Hello everyone, this is Foxcode here, and today I'm going to be reviewing, let's get the words coming out correctly, a PVZ, and this was submitted by Denoginizzer. I'm just going to call him Den. Okay, I've decided. Anyway, he posted on Day 9 forums asking for some help, and because I helped out a few other people, I decided why not help out him as well. Now, his problem, he says, is primarily with Roach Hydra. I've not watched this replay yet, so we'll have to see if that's actually what happens here. And as you can see, both players are silver level, so the macro is probably not going to be perfect, but we're just going to be taking a look at the general build order that both players decide to go for. Now, here we are. And in the top right, we have... I'm not even going... We've got a Zerg guy. We've got Zerg dude. Okay, Zerg dude is in the top right in the red, and in the bottom left we have Den. GL and HF. Now, I've watched actually one other replay of him where he did something really bizarre in a PVZ, and he actually scouted... Yeah, is he going to do this again? He scouts at 8, or at least he did last time I watched. No, he's going to do it properly. Awesome. So it does look like he will be going for the Forge Fast Expand build. Very nice, that's what... Right, let me just explain his plan, because he announced it on the forums. His plan was Forge Fast Expand, into Stargate, into Robo. Fairly simple plan. So let's see how it actually pans out. And hang on a minute, I've not got game sound, do I? I don't know if you guys could have heard game sound from now or not. Probably, I'm being stupid. Anyway, so we've got the scouting probe, and of course the purpose of this is to see any early pool or any early shenanigans and see the natural and third go down, hopefully. So if we take a quick look at Den's base, no forge yet. It should be being built around 14 if he is indeed going for the forge first option. Having scouted what he has, personally, I would probably actually go Nexus first, but he sees the pool go down, so forge now is perfectly reasonable. This positioning is kind of a bit weird. I'm not sure how he's going to wall that off. I mean, I would have included the pylon as part of the wall off, I think, in this case. I would have had this pylon here. I would have had the forge roughly where it is, and then later on a second pylon, gateway, cybercore, etc. I'm trying to block the hatch. That's actually a little bit too far back, so it could get lucky and place it, but no. And that probe, oh, he's not noticed it. He has, there we go. It's very, very important to keep this probe alive, of course, primarily for spotting the Zerg third base, because if you don't spot a third base, you want to start panicking, because there's a good chance that a Nidus all-in could start occurring. But it does look like Zerg Dude, as he is now known, has just thrown down his base in the third location, and now is going to build in his natural. And Den really needs to spot this third base. I mean, this probe shouldn't be coming back. It should be hanging around waiting to see the third. So that's the first little thing we've noticed. Quick look at the production tab. Because it was a 14 pool, we do have the 4 lings coming out. If done correctly, those can reach your base on this map by around 4 minutes 10 seconds. So you need to be ready for that. And I think I know what he's going to do. He's going to put a cyber core there and then a tech building or second gateway there. Okay, so it's okay, wall up. Taking gas about the right time. Excellent. Let's just see how we're doing. Now, these 4 lings, where are they? They're scouting. Okay, so they're not running straight at the base. They're just going to scout around, make sure there's no hidden pylons, which is perfectly fine. I'm surprised the Zerg player has not taken his third in his natural yet. Zerg dude, not sure what he's going to be doing. This could be some 2-base all-in. It could be Swarm Host play. You tend to get a third base a lot later when you're going Swarm Host, but not quite sure yet, so we'll just wait. And yes, he has done what I thought he was going to do. Okay, so the Cybercore, a second gateway comes up. Really, I want these chronoed. I want pros being chronoed. I mean, look at this energy. That is full, so if we just pause for a second, that's a macro mistake. You should never, ever have full energy like that, especially in a Protoss vs Zerg. And I've got a suspicion that because in the other matchups, sometimes you want, especially PvP, you want to chrono your cybernetics core a lot. I have the feeling he's just kind of taken from that, and as soon as this cybercore's finished, I think we're going to get 4 chronos on Warp Gate, but we will see. In this case, when you go for a Forge Fast Expand, your goal is economy. Excellent chrono boosting. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, we've got one idle probe there. Not sure how that happened. Not too big of an issue, though. So we just keep watching this game. Zerg dude is taking his third base, finally. Still not adding on any real tech. Not sure what he's doing. Kind of a bit strange. Now, yes, we have the Stargate. So far, Den is sticking to his plan. I've got a feeling he's going to miss a probe. No, on time. I should give more credit. We should start rallying probes down to the natural, though, because we're going to get slightly oversaturated at the main here. So we should be rallying probes down here. And 620, that you want to be taking your gases around about now, especially if you're doing a tech build. And yes, I think I saw it go down. Excellent. I would personally take the other one if you're going Stargate into Robo, because that's a lot of gas. That's going to cost you some money. And you need a sentry or two as well. We don't have any yet, which is slightly concerning. I mean, I do like the sentry for safety. And we've got the Stalker doing the dance. But that is quickly resolved. Roach Warren coming down slightly early. Yeah, so it does look like Roach Hydra will be coming out of our Zerg player. That does seem to be where he's heading. And of course we have the link speed on the way. We've got the standard Zerg link. This thing can be very annoying. If you're Protoss and you want to move out to attack, make sure to force this away first, because otherwise you risk letting the Zerg know exactly what's coming, and it's just not great for your attack. So we have one Phoenix. This should be already attacking that. It will be. And yeah, what you want to do in this situation, really, you want 4 or 5 Phoenix with the build that Den is trying to do. You want to pick off all the Overlords. He should be going there, picking them off, scouting around the map, maybe lifting lings at watchtowers. If you're lucky, you can pick up a few Queens in the enemy main. So that's definitely something I want to see. I'm not sure if I like the idea of this play to get just a single Phoenix. I mean, it might dissuade mutas, but if you were going to get a single unit, no, he is getting more. A Void Ray would be better. But instead, we are getting 2 Phoenix out. Really, this Phoenix needs to be scouting now. It needs to be seeing this base. I mean, I don't think... Has Den seen it? No, Den has no idea how many bases Zerg has. He really needs to know these bases have been up. So, scouting is another crucial thing here. He should be using these Phoenix aggressively. Now he is. It's a bit late, though. He's going to be hard-pressed to react if Zerg has something weird going on. However, at the moment, Zerg does not have weird things going on. He does have quite a large number of links for this time in the game. But we see he's producing roaches. And luckily, Den is actually producing immortals, so he's actually blind countered it. He didn't know it was happening, but he should be quite well prepared against roach. The question is, what's the next step? Where's the splash damage? He knows Hydra or Muta could be coming out, potentially. He knows Swarm Host could potentially be there. So we need to see some Colossus tech soon, and we're not seeing any of that, and that's kind of worrying. A Fleet Beacon, okay. This is kind of a weird mix. If you're going to go that heavy into Stargate play, you wouldn't normally be going Robo with it. You'd probably be going Templar, because Storm plus air units is just awesome. But for me, it's actually a bit of a nightmare because of the way I set my hotkeys up. But you can't have everything. Yeah, itchy nose. I blame hay fever. Which it is, because it is, I think, what is it? It's 30 degrees today in this room. So it's kind of not the best. We do have Phoenix coming out across the map, so I'm quite liking this play so far. The only things I don't like is these Phoenix should have been out much earlier. He could have chronoed them, got the production going, sent them across a lot earlier on, and scouted. Because scouting at 10:50 or whatever we're at now, that is kind of late. I mean, Zerg could have a Nida Swarm in your 3rd base location with Swarm Hosts. Now, we do have one Phoenix going down, not really doing any damage. He sees roaches, so he should be producing... hang on a minute, I need to pause for a sec. No, I don't want to do that. I need to sneeze. I need to sneeze. Alright, I'll sniff the sneeze in. Sorry about that. So one Phoenix remains, 2 got taken out. He could have easily avoided that. He should have just run with them. But now we have this huge Roach force coming across. And if we have a look, oh my god, Carrier's in production. Upon seeing Roach, Carrier is not what I would go for. Void Ray. We have enough gateways. Those need to be wharfed. We need, yes, Immortals coming out. We need Void Rays coming out. We need sentries here. Oh no, I think this lack of sentries is going to kill him. Oh no, the Zealot! He wasn't in position. Oh no, that is absolutely horrendous. losing everything. The Photon Overcharge cast, but that is a huge number of roaches. And very soon the Cybercore are going to go straight down. Oh, a terrible position for Den. 2 Immortals out. And with those sentries now, these 2 Immortals could actually be enough, but unfortunately, purely because that Zealot was out of position, his whole army going to go down. He knows it was a silly mistake. And GG. Whew. So, mass roach attack. GG, I suck. No, that's been hard on yourself. Everyone has to learn. You made one mistake, and I'm pretty sure that Zealot was just not in the right position. Either that or it was not on hold ground. It looked like it was in the wrong position. I think it was on hold ground. But anyway, I can tell you right now, the reason that happened is because the roaches you saw way too late. If you'd sent your first Phoenix when it was built, just poking around, or even earlier than that, your sentries, remember, we're in Heart of the Swarm now, hallucination is free. Okay, so just hallucinate in a Phoenix, go scout. If you see lots of roaches, forget carriers, just void rays. I mean, that is one of the main reasons players go Stargate first. Well, there's 2 actually. In PvZ, if you're going Stargate, you're trying to do 2 things. You're trying to dissuade your opponent from going Mutalisk. That's if you take the Phoenix approach. You're going to try and scout your opponent, see what they've got, which is what Den did. Or you get a void ray early, possibly more, but usually just a single void ray early, and that will help you deal with any early roach timings, and it will dissuade your opponent from going mass roach later on, because void rays fucking pwn roaches. They are just so awesome. So this carrier, not really the best choice, and of course carriers take a long time to build. Take a look at that, 120 seconds to our 60-second void ray. So if we'd actually been using our production, we could have had those 2 Immortals, probably 4 void rays out. We could have easily dealt with that if we'd scouted it. So this is going to be a very game-specific thing, but in this case, all you needed to do was scout earlier with the Phoenix. Upon seeing a lot of lings and roaches being produced, instantly void rays, chrono, immortal chrono, sentry. That's all that would have need be done. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Very brief guide, I know, but that did just come down to scouting and, of course, the Zealot not holding ground. Even if he had, though, I think there were too many roaches there. You would have lost too much. And given that you didn't have a third base yet, I think you would have gone on to lose the game regardless. So, yeah, you just needed to scout a lot earlier with your Phoenix. Just be quicker. Scout earlier with the Phoenix. Get the Void Rays, because Void Rays are so good. On the other hand, though, if you see your opponent going Hydralisk, Void Rays can work if there's not many Hydralisks. So can Phoenix, actually. It's surprising how well they do. But if your opponent's going the other way for a lot of Roach Hydra, and you scout this, you scout the Hydra Den, instead of teching really heavily into this air toss, since we did have the Robo after our Stargate, I would abandon our Stargate, use it just for picking off Overlords, getting the occasional Void Ray to strengthen the unit composition, and I would go straight for the Colossus tech. You need splash damage against Hydralisks, and if you've already got the Robo and you don't have a Twilight, you really don't want to go Templar. You want to just get that Colossus tech out as quick as you can. As we see, there's a lot of minerals kind of banked up here that obviously all that could have gone to defending this Roach push. Just so many things. But yeah, just scouting. This, I see this so many times. In fact, the last 3 PvZ replays I've looked at have been down to scouting. Hope that's helpful. If not, try and see me in game. I think I'll give you my character code on Day 9's forums. See you later, guys. Hope that's helpful.